punished that hard because you've got that range advantage on your side. Huskar does end up taking a bit of a beating if you keep that distance. And it is just down to the supports. And your supports are, I would say, somewhat defensive. Disruptor and Phoenix. Like, if you want to go and dive that sniper, it's going to come with a lot of effort.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of disable, a lot of catch. Supreme.
It's only going to get caught up inside the shards, and Shibe, that's an 80% shield crash that you just landed.
They have glimpse, by the way.
Several heroes, and yep, there's the glimpse coming into play. Yamich using the Mischief to dodge some of the damage. No kills being shared, just a bit of damage.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's a fairly good point that you mentioned about the supports, but look, it's a Huskar game. That's the bottom line is, like, you're playing a Huskar game, everything is different when that happens. You don't even need... you don't need anything, you just need Huskar to have a good time, and then he can roll across the map to his shenanigans.
It sure is, and another bit of a scuffle breaks loose. Harassing the Pango. You will be able to walk out of that one just fine. And into the breach, you're going to pick up 4 bounty runes. So easy GG.
It never works that way.
It never does.
It's always the opposite. You take 4 bounty runes, you lose the game. It's like a curse. You know, the curse of 4 bounty runes.
At least they get like that extra push towards the big items you're looking for. You talked about the Dominator timing has to come out strong from the Lycan. You want to get an armlet early up on this Huskar as well, because the laning stage against the Sniper, well, it's not the easiest. Considering when you have like Huskar versus someone, you expect the Huskar to just dominate, at least most of the time.
Yeah, probably not Sniper. Like everyone else.
Probably not Sniper though, yeah.
You can still make mistakes on Sniper, like you can still lose this lane. And so far the Huskar is 3 for 3, like he's actually doing quite alright. Supreme is dominating Armel a little bit. But like it's Sniper on early levels, like later on it becomes a little bit easier because you get more raid bans as well. You become very annoying with Peep. Actually take aim.
Yep. Quack. Also curious to see how this Crystallis Ember Spirit works out in the laning stage. It's always fun to see a Pulse 1 Ember, you know, something a little bit different. Just lacking a bit on the experience side, so you're not going to get that early burst with Slate of Fist. But considering you're laning with a Tusk, you might even want to get that early point in tag team. You are up against the Pango, might as well want to utilize as much damage as possible versus the shield crash, because you do get damage reduction. So you want to amp up, want to have something to counter it. Yamich also grabbing the creep wave, pulling 4 into the breach, forcing the creep wave under the tower, making it a bit harder for the Lycan to CS. While Monkey King does get himself that level 2. Let's see what they're going to do with it. Still no second ability leveled up, but he could just bring up a Boundless Strike. Stacks are up.
It's only level 1 stacks, can't really do a lot with them. Like you can just continue pushing in the wave.
This wave is going to end up pushing. There's, well, the range creep does get taken down, but there's one extra melee creep in the mix.
You're not getting what you came
Actually, EU mats, it is even.
Close. What? Nothing wrong with EU mats, by the way. That's your own mats. Don't.
Panda maths. You know, pandas are unique, but they are silly and dumb.
Finish mats.
Being Finnish and a panda is not easy.
Yeah, you have a lot of pandas up there, right?
Yeah, definitely. We have like 3.
Oh, you actually do have some. Okay.
Yeah, we do have. They're actually they're like 2 pandas called. Well, we have this. I don't know how.
So you're basically 2 panda. Like T is like a 2. So you're the 2 pandas.
You can put it that way. Yamich, can he survive? Fairy Fire being used up. Wants to go for the 9. Nope, not gonna happen. Otakar is gonna take first blood. Yeah, they're called Snow and Storm when you put them together. It's like Snowstorm.
Mid lane, Armel.
Hiding with the Huskar. Disarm. Oh, the tower hits Supreme. Oof.
Actually, he doesn't even die. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was huge. Like one hero that you don't want to be feeding to in this lane
And a
is...
bottle refill.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait, nope. No bottle refill.
There's no bottle for him. Yeah, it's a sniper.
True.
Ember bot. Got really low. Let's survive.
This is gonna get that extra regen in form of a salve.
It's very important to kill the Huskar because every Huskar player, he gets a little bit of Huskarness in himself, you know? He just becomes this tilted boy. So if you kill him once, the probability of you killing him again just goes up exponentially.
Oh, yeah. Seems to be the case most of the time. Like, you really want to snowball that game early. And, yep, he's already building into the armlet.
Of course.
So,
yeah. What
that
else?
is the item choice to go for 100% of the time. Just want to get a good timing on it. Be able to do Huskar things.
Every Huskar ever. I'm gonna buy armlet and I'll be unkillable. I'll take Roshan. That first Aegis.
Yep.
And the game is over. Which still might happen, by the way. But now the Lycan and the Pango actually have to, you know, make sure that they have a good game.
Yeah, Pango is at least actually has the most CS on the board. Currently 30 last hits on Shibe. Picked up that early Aura of Corrosion. Can start working on his next items. They've been doing a good job so far, but Crystallis, he's keeping up with the Ember Spirit. That's the most important part for him, is like being able to contest the lane, still have a decent amount of CS. You don't get shut down, you don't get stomped. You don't really get stomped against Pango, so if that were to happen, we'd be like, yeah.
Gotta be careful here, like Ember and Tusk. I don't think they have what it takes to kill off Immersion. Like if he has dive, and if Pango is close, like you're not killing the bird. The bird is strong.
Boom was actually there contesting Lycan getting experience from the hard cap and missed out on almost an entire creep wave
mid, Supreme.
Oh, that's the more important part. Supreme, he looks like he's gonna be dropping here. The stun's coming out from Yamich.
Maybe one more.
Immersion. He's gonna get the regen rune. Instantly broken though. No regeneration for you. Puppey with the body blocks. Phoenix has nowhere to go. Cornered. Double for Armel.
Yeah, that's a really nice sniper game right now. He doesn't even have a level of assassinate. He doesn't need it. Bottom lane Crystallis is being Doven a little bit. If he shows himself... Oh, he showed himself. Yeah.
He's on the edge of the swashbuckle.
At least they're getting the side lanes. The side lanes are working out for them. It's not amazing, but like the Pango is really dominating, and Mycon isn't falling behind, so that's something.
Respect is trying to do some stacks, but Yamich is being a bit of a bully, preventing that from happening. I want to buff up Supreme even more with some extra stacks. And Dominator is ready at 7 minutes on the Lycan. Timing is still good.
He's going in.
See what they can do here. Boom. Pops the Exorcism. Yamich is there to help out. Slows onto the Disruptor.
He's got a lot of sticks.
But there is a Shapeshift, and with that fresh Dominator, he's got the Hellbear Smasher. Will be farmed away by Boom.
They're even turning.
Can't kill the DP, but can't kill the Disruptor either. They were splitting onto 2 separate targets.
Puppey is coming over, and because of this Exo pop, they might go for the tower. It's only a quarter of it left, but there is no Lycan ult. Pango probably will not TP to help you out, so this might be a tier 1. You also have to defend the mid, you know, that's the problem. Like, you're bleeding on 2 sides right now.
Yeah. Too much movement happening right now. It's like you can't respond to everything. And Secret being the ones to punish for it. Like you basically used your shapeshift on Lycan. He's now forced away from the lane. Even without Exorcism, you've got Aura of Corrosion to help you with the push and DP. And you have to take down this tower. ITB feeling like they're in a bit of a stale situation right now. They need to wait for Huskar to hit his item timings. He's still building that armlet. So until that is ready, you're just playing responsive.
Pretty much. Your response isn't even that great at the moment, but I feel like they should trade instead. Maybe go bottom. They're trying mid.
Trying
Pango is
mid,
deep.
indeed. They jump straight on top of the snipers. Shibe will get the Rolling Thunder.
Oh,
and
the
getting
shards.
blocked by the shards. It is Puppey that ruins the party. The Pango still gets to roll in. Disruptor about to fall. Puppey gets pushed to the high ground, and the Sunray's not going to do enough damage. Yamich getting the jump of the Phoenix as well. Just a couple more hits, but Crystallis is there to clean him out. Kills for Armel and Crystallis. They get a bit of a push as well into the tower.
Puppey is maybe an old man, but he still got it.
Yeah, perfect timing on the shards as well.
Yeah. Monkey actually hunting down Supreme, but Supreme is just gonna dodge the triangle, go away. I'm surprised they didn't glimpse the sniper a little bit earlier. Like, if you glimpse him, maybe you can actually, you know, catch him without the shards. But the glimpse came, I mean, it was way too late.
Talking about that defensive capability, you literally just mentioned it as they...
Look at the wolves on the sniper, by the way. Actually had to TP out. Because Lycan popped his ulti. He popped his form on the other side of the map.
If only he had a dummy creep there.
Yeah.
Would have made the big difference. But yeah, back to the point of the responsiveness on the side of ITB. Like you said, they're not the strongest right now. They're very under-leveled. Currently, Phoenix is 5, Disruptor's 4. They just don't have the necessary tools to really like hold a counter-initiative fight.
Yeah. The armlet will be there for Supreme. Once the armlet is there, maybe you can take these fights, because Huskar is a weird hero. Like, you can even lose the lane and still come back and dominate. Like, it can still work out in your favor. If the enemy team is not careful enough and you win a fight, you go into the pit, you can easily snowball.
You definitely can. ITB, I think they're pretty happy that the game isn't in a much more worse situation than it could be, considering they have had no actual playmaking capability up till now. And they're able to start turning the tide around a little bit. But Secret, they're also ready, capable of fighting back Chibe. He does have Rolling Thunder available if they decide to go for a mid push on the side of Secret. And the smoke up comes out. Yamich, boom. Gonna look for the move towards the triangle, hoping to find someone out there, and that is the Husker that is on their sights right now, and he's gonna walk into them. I think they just saw a glimpse of him too. It's gonna have to be popped the armlet instantaneously, and he is taking damage. You can't really run away from Cypher, and you're just gonna die to it, and that is exactly the case. Supreme goes down, gets surprised by the gank squad, and unfortunately for him, the gank squad had just arrived into the triangle, finding nobody, but he's literally walking into their arms. The timing couldn't have been worse.
I can't blame him for feeling a little bit safer, as he has a tier 1 on the mid lane, tier 1 on the bottom lane. Like, smoking into the triangle isn't that easy, but I think one of the supports had to be there. Like, one of the supports has to be breaking the smoke, like sitting on high ground. Hindsight 2020, obviously, but still.
Yeah, but you do see it a lot in like Division 1 plays basically, where you have like one support just sitting AFK next to the stairs. It's like, well, I'm gonna make sure that if there is something happening, I'll tank the bullet for you, right?
Yeah.
You'll be
pretty
the
much.
real teammate, right? In that situation, but it wasn't there, and he just walked into unknown territory. Even if it's on your side of the map.
But it's all kind of snowbally. You know, why is that happening? It's happening because your lanes went so poorly, your supports are under-leveled, so they're a little bit greedier to get those levels. They're sitting in the lanes, they're trying to get experience.
Yeah.
And you can't blame them for that either. So it's like, you can understand why it didn't happen, but they're gonna smoke up. Let's see. They need to make a good move. They can't. I don't think they can rush. Like, this isn't a rush play. You need to find a kill.
Most likely a big kill, so that gives a big death timer. Eventually on a core like Sniper, but it's gonna have to be the Death Prophet. That's something that they're gonna take. They pop the egg just in case, expecting for a big rotation. Yeah. That's your teamfight capability pretty much used. You still have Shapeshift, and you have the tanky Husker and Rolling Thunder, but you don't have your supports with their ults. You're just going to suffice with the tower, and that's not enough for a Roche. Like you said, they're probably just going to have to spread around the map and look for something else. Shibe battles against the Monkey King. He has to cancel his TP, as he's going to get hit by the Rolling Thunder. Stunned up, trying to take the fight. Oh, baiting out with the Wukongs there for a little bit, but nowhere to go for Yamich.
Yeah, nice return so far from Into the Breach. Like, if you look at the net worth chart, they're only 1k ahead on Secret. I still do believe that they have maybe a slightly stronger team for ultra late game because of the sniper. I'm talking about ultra late game. It's only 14 minutes in, but at this point, it's into the breach to just dominate the map. They need to go from one tower to another, make stuff happen, because realistically, they're the stronger team at the moment.
Otakar, he's 100 gold short from Helm of the Overlord, so at least his Lycan is still keeping up to his timings, has been able to farm up without being killed, but Secret is taking Roshan at the same time. They want to take away Huskar's, you could say,
that's big, by the way.
One of his cards.
That's huge. Like, taking away Aegis from Huskar, it's like really, really big this early on. One of the main objectives, like, I'd argue this rush is more important than tier 1 bottom and mid.
I'd say so too, yeah.
For Huskar.
It's like Huskar, basically, at this stage of the game, he's holding on to a full house. But if you're able to go to Roshan, take it away from that first Aegis, that big play-making item for him, that it just makes him technically immortal. Like, in a sense, it makes him immortal, because you can't really deal with him. You kill him once, he's still going to be a massive issue. You're going to pay a heavy price for it. So if you take it first, you have a straight flush.
Exactly. All in.
All in indeed. Win the hand. And DP gonna get those Guardian Greaves up as well. Boom, keeping up a good pace. Able to get that bottom lane pushed out on the side of Secret. Not worried about losing that tier 2 tower. Also with the Aegis, making sure that you're able to keep map control on your favors, basically. You're not losing too much ground. Not allowing your opponent to take over too much away from you, because that also means that you're going to soil your early lead.
You definitely don't want to soil your early lead, right? Yeah. Or your pants.
Or that.
Yeah, tier 2 taken. Helm of Overlord.
They bought some time at least. They did push out the wave once or twice before losing that tower, so... Bought some time. That could have been down like a minute ago already.
Still though, it's minute 16. You know, you just lost tier 2. Let's see if they can defend top, because Pango is still getting in position. He has a blink, by the way, so...
TPs are coming out though. Armel, does he get caught? Glimpse.
That was so close. That was just vision. He was on the edge of the tower vision.
Yep. Oh no, Supreme might be staying for the greed is good. He's going to be able to walk out of this one before the gang squad arrives from the side of Secret. They just TP it in to look for some kills on their side of the map, but into the breach, they're smoking in. Might see a bit of a clash happening, but is it going to be the full team of Into the Breach in time? Huskar's already moving in from the bottom half. From the west, we've got 3, and Puppy's in the middle of them. And Respect right outside. They've got Puppy on their vision. Immersion will spot him. Smoke will pop. Shibe, he's pump faking the Rolling Thunder. Don't really want to jump a Tusk.
Yeah, he understood. It's not the best target. You want something bigger, but at this point honestly you don't have to fight. Like, you're playing versus a sniper with an Aegis. It's nice that they are trying to force team fights because they understand how strong they are with the Huskar, with the Lycan. At the same time, you can chill, you know, don't have to force things. Wait the Aegis to run out.
Thinking about this mid lane though, they're going to go for the jump onto Crystallis. They got the blink stun. Static Storm's going to be placed down as well. Crystallis going to need some backup, but nothing to be given right now. But the turnaround possibility's there. Got a Wukong's command onto the Disruptor, tossed into the air with the Walrus Punch, and they're going to focus on the egg. Can they destroy it in time? It's going to be a close one. Yes, they will be able to take down Immersion. Also Respect, and now Shibe going to be hit by the stall ball from Puppy. And they will go on all the way, and Otakar goes in for the Howl. Will reduce the damage dealt for the time being, but they are looking for a range kill on the Tusk, and the Black Dragon will do so. Decent damage from Armel. Forces the Dragon at bay. They forced out the Exorcism.
Not a bad fight for Into the Breach, considering they killed 2. They traded for 2 supports. Like, but you did kill off the mid lane Ember Spirit. The safe lane Ember Spirit, sorry. So... in any case, like, it's a nice fight for them. They might lose another one though. Like Phoenix is just TPing in.
Yep, and it's only 40 seconds remaining on the Aegis clock. Stun connects onto the Husker. Immersion's going to be there. Xibe actually going in pretty deep here. They have to play out the glimpse. Make sure they can get their Pango out.
Yeah, Disruptor is just dominating the team fights and glimpses, kinetic fields. Like even the static storm is the only reason why they managed to kill off Chrysalis.
Look at Otacur. He's finished the Overlord, and now he's going for Boots of Bearing, or at least the draw. Okay, he shifts to AC. That's much better. Boots of Bearing on your pause 1. Isn't there anyone else who could build it?
There is. Like, you already have drums on Disruptors, so he should be the one that builds them at least.
So probably someone in the team told him, like, nope, I see what you're doing there. Stop what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, like, when you're looking from distance, like when you're casting, it's much easier to talk about item decisions. You see everything. It's like you're also not pressured by the game at all, so it's very simple. But when you're playing the game, you change your mind very often. It's like normal, especially if you didn't discuss the items from the get-go.
Yeah. Yeah, that is also something that happens from time to time in a game. Is like you don't really talk about items. Maybe like one or two things, like, oh, I could try this in this game. But the classic kind of aura builders in your team, or at least aura items, you might see overlap. We've seen double ACs, we've seen double mechs multiple times, not even too long ago. And Puppey in the mid lane, but they're going to pop the drum charge here to go for a bit of an extra mobility push. Can they get to the Tusk? He's in the trees. We're hoping for a big core. Looking at the tree line, Puppey will be spotted. Vision provided, but Puppey goes in. Look at the silence out onto Armel. Deals some damage, but the shapeshift from Otacur. They're going to take down the Tusk. And the creep wave is also right in front of the tier 2 tower. Boys are literally just diving straight through the tower, but no one to be found, so they will get the damage on this one. Glyph being used. Crystal is in place. He's got a 9-second BKB. And can just wait for these abilities to run out.
Can they wait for Rosh? It's minute and 20 seconds away, so they cannot. Question answered.
Timing a bit off. At least they got the glyph out, so that's another 4.5 minute period. Okay, they're stacking up for the Black Dragon. That's a decent amount of gold if they can get it. They will.
250.
Armel picks that up. Who also just finished the BKB. So even if Sniper does ends up getting caught at the start of the fight, you have Snowball save, and you can pop his BKB after.
Yeah, the BKB is huge. There's just this like moment in which Huskar, like he's building a BKB right now, but there's a moment in which he gets Aghanims, and then no one is safe. Like that can be a little bit of a problem. I guess Puppey with the blink. You know, Puppey with the blink and Snowball. If he gets there, he can save you.
Yep. Puppey being your savior. Both Tusk and the Disruptor still lacking their level 2 ults. So is the Phoenix, which you would like to have. Extra 2 hits to destroy the egg can be very, very potent. You know, 6 hits is actually quite quick. Especially with all the attack speed, the mass agility. 3 Agi heroes on the side of Secret, so they've definitely got the attack speed to destroy through it. But drawing a line towards the bottom lane. And it's actually the Husker who's drawing that out. Like, yep, they're probably heading that way.
By the way, that's the longest respawn I've seen in a while. Like, really damn long.
That is a long one, yeah.
Almost full 3 minutes.
Doesn't really favor either team, to be honest. Like, if the fight breaks loose now. Maybe the defending side who ends up losing the next fight, because they're like, yep, won't be able to grab it.
I feel like it's maybe a bit better for Team Secret because they only have Exorcism out of the big ultis. So if you can bait out like a Static Storm, if you can bait out the Egg, those are like 2-minute cooldowns, you know. Baiting them out and fighting afterwards would be pretty good for them.
Yeah, I guess in a sense, if like you see a long Roche spawn timer, which they don't obviously know about, they might suspect like it's you know, it's just speculation at that point. But you could pop like a 2-minute ulti, knowing that we'll have it up for contesting Roshan or taking Roshan.
Imagine if teams knew the timer, like the exact timer.
Yeah, that will bring so many different types of tactics into Dota, honestly. I feel like if you see like a 30-second Roshan, you know you've got like somewhere around a minute, because a team will not destroy Roshan as it spawns. It won't just disappear right away, especially like early mid-game or mid-game.
No, sometimes it will. It depends on the heroes.
Yeah, it does depend on the heroes, but like at least it gives you some kind of maneuverability.
I just feel like the game would be a snooze fest. You know exactly when the rush is up. No one wants to do anything until then. 15 seconds before it respawns, there is a smoke from both sides, and then they're just waiting on their cliffs. You know, like it would, like the certainty of it would make the game perhaps a bit.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Guess it could make things a bit more stale, but popping the drum charge as they go to the high ground. Xibe ready for the rolling thunder stun. They see Armel, perfect target for it. He needs to get his BKB off, and he will. Doesn't get the stun connection from Xibe. As they take over the high ground position, Puppey is the next target to be spotted inside the kinetic field. Nowhere to go. Can't get a snowball off either. Will end up dropping.
This time around,
and a rolling thunder for it, and Roche is not up.
Yeah, Roche is not up for 20 more. They're really unlucky. Like, imagine if Roche was just 2 minutes instead of 3. Like, they could instantly go into the pit. But at the same time, Secret does not know that. So they need to smoke up, and they smoke up under a ward.
Yeah, and ITB is coming straight at you with that ward placed down. They saw the smoke happen. Crystal is going to get glimpsed back, and he's got the slate for a second. Remnant jump away.
He's got a BKB, and it's important that he didn't use it.
Exactly,
like, they have BKBs on everyone but Sniper right now.
They're still wrapping around. They see the Ember Spirit with the Wolves. I think they caught a glimpse off of him. They see Puppey in mid. They know where they are. At least Secret knows where ITB is. ITB, do they know where the rest of Secret is, though? Crossing the river right now. Supreme at the front. Snowball coming out from Puppey. Exorcism will be used by Boom. And the charge coming in from every direction. Static Storm placed down by Respect will slow them down for a little bit. Crystal trying to hunt for kills, but the BKBs, they're running out. Supreme, he's also running out of HP. They're going to get the stun into one. The Egg's going to be exploding. It's going to be stunning the DP on the spot. And Crystal's going to be there as well. Xibe controlled right now. And Xibe to go down. That's already a couple kills going in for Secret. And ITB, they're running out of members. They're losing this fight. The Phoenix is going to drop as well. Otakar looking for the teleport away. Going to get rooted up. They're both going to get caught by Crystallis, and Supreme to drop next as well. Yamich to fall. Can he get the outlet token? Yes, he can. Supreme decides to turn around, but he won't get a second chance, and Otakar will fall. That's a full-on team wipe. Secret takes everything.
And what the way they fought that team fight was really damn nice. The fact that they fought in that clutch area where Egg and Static Storm are solid, but Wukong's command is priceless. By the way, just a casual double damage spawning in the middle of the fight.
Casual.
Yeah, yep. Armel gets it. He didn't really, like honestly, he didn't really use it a lot. Like, it's not like he hit a lot afterwards, but still, it's solid for this rush attempt.
Yeah. Like, look at the moment this fight breaks loose. Like, Puppey takes the primary initiation out. Like, the battle's already raging loose. You've got the Static Storm to be popped. And now, 2 seconds from now, Armel, he's right next to a DD room. Like, oh, might as well just go pick that one up as well. And he just decides to go for that. He's very close to it. Xibe gets deleted. And you know at that point, well, if we already struggled with damage, now they've got even more to throw at us, and Supreme doesn't get to do much this fight.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the BKBs, really. Like, the BKBs popped. Your 2 supports, Phoenix and Disruptor, are just irrelevant from that moment. And everyone has BKB, but Puppey just ate the majority of Huskar's BKB, so he was even very much involved. Yeah, like, he baited Supreme on himself, and then Supreme had to use that BKB just to take down the Tusk, which really isn't that relevant because Sniper is just hitting you, bringing you lower and lower. Nicely done by Secret, just securing the Roche fight and the Aegis.
Also, I feel like a bit of luck went Secret's way. Into the Breach decided to leave the triangle. They went low ground. They were spread it around. They only had one area to fight in a choke point. And since you don't have, like, 28 minutes into the game and Aghanim's on Disruptor, which would be absolutely out of this world if he did have it, they're just going to use their BKBs and fight through it. And they're like, we don't care.
Radiant are scanning.
Just leaving that high ground position on ITB, they basically have no superiority in that fight. And they didn't actually even need the DD to win that fight either. It was just a nice luxury on top to secure 100%. Like, we're going to win this fight anyway.
They smoke up. With the Aegis, with all the BKBs refreshed, like this is the moment, right? The Daedalus on Sniper.
Yep, and a Crystallis on your team.
Yeah,
You got both.
you got both, yeah.
Onto Supreme they go. Gonna get caught, and no chance for him. At least for the time being. The Sunray is doing a decent amount of healing at least, so...
It did a ton.
He's
Like, he
not
got
gonna
healed.
die.
He got healed so damn much. Plus, obviously, he's a Huskar. That Berserker's blood coming in clutch.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they found Otakar. Gonna have to force out the shapeshift, but he's chained up, and these chains are lasting for an eternity. You've got that 15 talent up on Crystallis. You ain't going anywhere, Wolfie.
The
You've been
dragon.
chained.
Can they get the dragon as well? What do you think they can? Of course. Meanwhile,
Of course they can. Solid work. Extra 250.
it's
250?
it's interesting that they didn't try to go on mid lane, because on top you see 3 heroes messing with Lycan. There's only Boom and Armel on mid, but 4 of you are still not feeling very comfortable engaging on them. Yeah, I think if you're into the breach right now, there's only one thing that you can do, and that's wait for the Aghanims on Huskar. Once he gets the Aghs, which is quite far away, you might be able to do something. Until then, you'll just feed kills like this.
Oh, man, he just got caught by the chains at the same time as he cast this DP. Teleport cancelled. Yeah, ITB, I think they're running out of time, right? Like, their timer's kind of up at this point. This draft is only going to get harder versus Secret.
Pretty much, yeah. Just until there's Aghs on Huskar, and once there's Aghs, you can catch Ember, you can catch Sniper as well. Like, one other huge item that you could get is Aghanims on Disruptor, but he's not really building it. Like, he never started.
Decent attempt here into the Sniper. Get the life break out. He might just die for the first time, and he will. He still has BKB. Which is the best approach ITB's had this game. They need to capitalize on top of it. Tusk in trouble. Will go down. Egg on the high ground. Will come to being placed down as well. Sniper in trouble. Sniper being surrounded. Armel down to 100 HP, and Armel will go down. ITB. They've still got some fight left in them. Crystal is trying to make the jump away, but he's got his BKB. He's going to be fine. Static Storm does not touch him at all. And Yamic's BKB doesn't really matter. Supreme's going to pick up an ultra kill. And ITB, we talked about, their timing is running out, but they still got some fight left in them.
Damn, like I really didn't expect them to take such a good team fight after everything I've seen in the last 10 minutes. Like, nothing huge has changed. Yeah, they have a blink on Huskar, but it wasn't that massive. It's just Zibe with his nasty little Pangolier just dominated the fight. Killed off the Sniper once, then again as well, and Sniper was so out of position that nothing really mattered. Like, yeah, you get the Aegis BKB afterwards, but it doesn't matter because you're right next to everyone, so you can't really get out. He has a pike, he doesn't have a shard, so I think that shard might be
Shard could be very useful this
decent
game,
pickup for him.
Also, the fact that Immersion got the perfect egg placement, like you just dived onto the high ground, onto the edge of it. There's nobody around. The entire enemy team is sitting on the low ground, just far enough, but not too far away. So they're still going to be stunned by that as well. Perfect ulti usage from ITB.
I feel like no one could have... If you're controlling the Sniper, chances are the egg isn't dying anyway, right? Like, if the Sniper is being attacked, then he has to worry about himself.
And that was the best fight for ITB, like getting all of their ultis at once, not just like, we use 2 now for a pick-off and then we have nothing for the next battle. This was some really good ulti usage all over.
Yeah, and you know what's huge as well? All of the kills went to Huskar. Like, he got an ultra kill, so he literally had no gold. Now he has 3.8k. He's he almost has that full Aghanim Scepter completed. And with the Aghs, like, the game changes significantly. Like, my vision was, yeah, he's gonna get Aghs, but it's gonna be too late, right? Like, he's gonna get Aghs, Sniper is already gonna have an item or 2 extra. But now it's really not like that. He's almost got it. Like, he'll be able to get on top of both the Ember and the Sniper.
Yep. And now with the Abyssal Blade almost raiding on the Pango as well, it can just control the sniper. Not only with just the Rolling Thunder stuns, force out his BKB, you can still attempt to disarm. But then you can also throw in that Abyssal. I'm sure that he's definitely not going to be shooting anybody on your team. And then you think about the Halberd on Husker. There's a lot of good tools on the side of ITB to just render Armel useless this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Or not, yeah, Armel, exactly. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one you're looking for.
For a moment, I was like, Crystal the sniper. Like,
I mean, Crystallis is also hurting right now, so you wouldn't be wrong with him. Like, he's got Dazzle. They are trying to perhaps catch him. But he's out for now.
The map, at least.
Courier has been killed.
Courier snipe there at the secret shop. The dragon takes a bite. Or actually, in this case, just burns the poor courier alive.
I love how the outlook on the game can change so hard. Like, for me at least, after this last fight. And they're under vision.
Oh, but this time, Secret's the one holding the high ground position. Husker already dropping fairly low. They've got the Static Storm, but Supreme is down. This time, they do not get anything out of this fight. Shippe even Rolling Thundering away. Boom, chasing them right now. Sniper ulti to connect onto Immersion, and a lot of magical bursts that will be finished off by the Ghosts. The Spirit's even in this case, and Respect also down.
That's
so easy.
That's just so sad. Like, you got everything you needed from that last fight, and then you jump in like that into 5 heroes. My god, like, if he just had a little bit more patience, if he lets the Pango initiate, you know, like, let the Pango cook. Let him cook things up. Let him make a mess, you know, like a good broth. Let him jump in, and then you follow up. You're the chicken in that broth, you know? You need to wait up a little bit. But he just goes in, straight up. There's no water in the pan as well. He gets burnt. That analogy I'm gonna stop with, but yeah, you got my point.
Yeah, it's fine. But we got the main point out of that. It is a bit dry. Dry and burnt. Roshan is up. This one is much faster than the previous one, and it is also an Aghanim's Blessing. Ember would love to pick that one up. Crystallis would have more free reign in these team fights with extra remnants and having that max movement speed. Yamich. I love how this Yamich Monkey King, like his net worth in game 1, now into this game 2. 13,000 almost, building up an AC after already having BKB, Diffusal Blade, holding a gem. This guy has no boots. Monkey need no boots.
Yeah. It's the Kuroki school of Monkey King, right? Like, you play position 5, you're actually the... Well, he's a 4, whatever, but you're a carry. And Yamich, in last game, he was really strong on the Monkey, this one as well. Okay. You can't be too complacent now if you're Secret, because you can get punished if you're taking Rush, if you're all together. There's still Static Storm, there's Egg to worry about.
ITB, they're taking a wraparound towards the high ground position. You see that they're not there. Secret's still around the Roach Pit.
I just want to see Pango initiate first, right? Like, if they are gonna fight, let Pango do the brunt of
they're gonna charge it now.
First.
ITB, you're gonna be late. They're gonna miss on this one. Aegis on the ground. Aghanim's picked up as well. Jeez. Now ITB still gonna stay around. Very risky fight if they do. They see Puppey teleporting away, I think. They might have seen him on the edge of vision. As the wolves were running past, so yep. Free Roshan for Secret. Ember picks up the Aghanims. More remnant charges.
Nice for Ember. With that Skadi as well, he becomes a bit harder to kill, but keep in mind that Otaker does have a Hex. So with the Lycan Hex and with the Aghanims on Huskar, I do believe that they still have ways of killing everyone. They just have to be very careful when it comes to just engaging the fights. If these heroes are isolated and alone, they're gonna die for sure. So it's on Zibe again. Like, he dominated. He basically won that tier 2 mid team fight. If he can do something similar.
Here. They've got some vision, they've got themselves the shapeshift coming out, they're going to isolate the Ember Spirit in the fight, the Hex is going to work wonders, and they will finish off Crystallis. They've got Yamich in the middle of the fight as well with the Wukong's command, and fighting against Supreme. Supreme's going to be in big trouble, X going to be spawned out, X going to disappear in no time. And even if they kill the Ember Spirit, they're going to pay a heavy price. That's going to be a third casualty. Respect will fall. Puppey will finish him off with the shards. And
3
ITB
heroes.
losing 3.
They're losing 3. They killed the Ember. Is it worth it? Probably not. 100% not. But more or less, that's how the fights should look like. It's not just Huskar jumping in first and being obliterated.
Seen that one happen before. That's a Secret just showing a bit of extra dominance here. Shibe.
Dire structures.
Yeah, he's
He wants
just
to clear out the
defending
wave.
a bit, yeah. Exactly. What would have been if that's how they fought the triangle fight, right? Like when they lost all 5 heroes. If they initiated a little bit better
Dire's
back then,
bottom tower
things would have been different.
Yeah, and also that Roshan situation would be completely open because ITB, they did win the fight before that. Everything went, you could say, pretty much perfect. Everything that they needed to get in that fight happened. And then they were just down a man when they took that second fight towards the triangle. Big wave pushing in top, the Lycan shard, those extra wolves being a bit pesky. And I think they don't actually see Yamich here in mid. No way that they can actually cut him down from a tree either. Would have to be a perfect perfect read on the situation. Angle splitting the bottom wave. The only hero outside of base from ITB. Everybody else just holding the high ground position.
Chilling. It's the best part of the game, you know, when you're playing. You're just chilling on high ground thinking, how do I get off? Where do I go? They're everywhere, you know? When I say best, I mean the worst. No one likes this
Chilling
part.
but not killing.
Yeah, no one likes this part. There's like a creep wave coming and all of you are looking at each other like rabid dogs, like who gets the creep wave? Who gets the gold?
Supports are just looking at the clock and, you know, like reading their Roche timers on their little notebook. Yep, I think that's just enough time, you know. I'll just keep buying these wards out of stock. I'll just make sure the smokes are always bought too. There is a tome for Secret that they haven't bought. Who do you think you want 25 first on?
Who's the closest? Sniper, right?
Sniper, yeah.
Yeah. I guess you can give it to Sniper or to Ember. Like both of them are really close. Sniper
Yep.
plus 100 attack range. Let's go, baby.
It's always nice to have.
Or
Or
the
the extra
shrapnel.
slate charges.
Yeah.
Since you have Ags on Ember, would you rather have the Remnant charge time or is Sleight of Fist charge is just always superior?
I think you'd still take the slight.
Obviously, Otakar. Yamich right on top of a BKB. Pop goes for the teleporter wave, and Puppey's there for the cancel. That's going to be your carry down. Oh no, Shapeshift used as well inside the shards. Poor Wolfie.
Puppey just being in the right position and then the right shards as well, just to lock him in. Poor
Yeah.
Wolfie indeed, yeah.
Trapped inside a cage of ice. Shibe is building a second sheepstick for the team. Yeah, they really want to max out on that crowd control. Why not? Phoenix also has a second halberd. I think these are the items you can easily overlap. Doesn't matter. Like, the more the merrier. They can just chain stun the cores at the side of Secret. Like the way they've been doing on Crystallis and onto Armel. Yeah, good things have happened. Boom, scouting out with his Trickster's Cloak. Under vision. There's a DD on Pango, not the scariest thing, but it will hurt.
Yeah, they're all down here besides the Lycan, right? So maybe you don't want to take a fight. Let's see. Ember? No, Sleight of Fist, he's out.
Nope, forced out on ult. At least he gets that Rolling Thunder out of the way. Still level 22, so doesn't have the 25 talent either for the reduced cooldown.
I should probably get back now. Like, they can't fight anymore. Without the Rolling Thunder, you need it.
It's actually huge when you have Quickening Charm. You can get Spell Prison, but already like Quickening Charm and then the 25 talent. You almost have like what 15 to 20 seconds cooldown on Rolling Thunder from the moment you use it. It's like almost 100% uptime. Almost. Use it twice in a fight. Depends on the duration of the fight, at least. Right now, they seem to be pretty quick engagements. All just about the lockdown. G still on the VP. One of the extra items still out there. Ember had actually bought Aeon Disc, and last time he sent, we said we saw the Aeon Disc. It was not locked.
Ooh. Where did he go?
This one is Respect. Yep, I
What
did not
happened?
see him there.
Crystallis is moving in.
Scouting out for information. He sees a lot of heroes here. Yamage's BKB being burnt, and Egg. Oh no, the Egg might just blow up, or will
Maybe
it?
not.
Here they go through. Armel doesn't get the misses on the high ground. The Sniper's gonna get stunned up with the BKBs. Can they still fight back? Supreme, he's gonna take a hell of a lot of damage, and he's down. Otaker BKBs runs away. Sniper, he's getting bullied by an Ogre Bruiser, but the Ogre Smash never goes through. Immersion down. ITV have to back out. Oh, Secret.
Sometimes
I feel like that was a small moment of their, you know, wiping sweat off their brows, but in the end, they're just completely fine with it.
sometimes a really good thing in a team fight baits you out. Like that egg. That egg was in a really nice position. Like it managed to pop, but at the same time, like you're going in way too deep. Huskar, at this point, like you have the eggs, you can control the sniper, but he's way too strong. Lycan might fall here too.
Maybe
He's got
gonna
the
take a
Hex,
decent amount of damage. He's got the Hex on one, but the body block's ain't gonna be enough. There's a glimpse to push the Ember away. It's a Sniper ulti as well. Crystallis on the high ground. He's just outside the kinetic field. Doesn't matter. Boom's gonna finish him off, and Shibe might just follow suit. Sniper throwing in some hits. Another assassinate. Is it gonna be enough? Link
Misses.
to dodge.
Yeah, the dodge is there. It's like I promise you, I've lost more team fights that started off well for me than those that started off badly for me, you know? Like, they start off well, you think, okay, we got this, and then suddenly you get baited in something that's not really that favorable. Like that last fight, yeah, the egg did pop, but at the same time, Lycan already used his Hex on Ember, so Ember could do whatever the hell. You had no control for the Sniper as well. All the BKBs, like 5 BKBs on the side of Secret were popped, so you couldn't really control anyone with the Pangolier. The Abyssal, yeah, sure, a little bit, but that's about it. The Disarm on Sniper came way too late. He already healed up with the Satanic. So, unfortunate for ITB, but they are 26k behind. If they want to win any fights, they really have to like converge on one target, eliminate it, maybe back out immediately after.
Indeedly so, and this, even with the amount of control that ITB has, this Sniper, if he gets in the right position, it is just it's an uncontested fight. Secret, they're way too strong at this point of the game. If they position correctly, ITB has too many problems to answer. 10 seconds for the next Roshan to spawn. But right now, Secret, they're just dominating the map. They're going to wait for Roche to get up. They even left a gem inside the pit. So they've got vision when he spawns, and he is up. Not going to do it. Don't need to leave a hero. We can just drop the gem on the ground, and that's now a refresher shard on top of everything that you already have. And another Aghanim's.
Who gets it?
Do
you get to kick?
Get Puppey? Do we get Puppey?
Does Puppey get to kick people around? Probably not, right? They give it to Monkey instead. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, sure, why not? Let him spawn his clones around. Yeah.
Let him cook or let him spawn. More monkeys into the fight.
I mean, he's hitting really hard, right, already.
He is, yeah. He's like this pseudo carry now.
Radiant are scanning.
Into the breach. You have to fight against an Aegis. You have to fight against 2 cheeses. Might just be a bit too much sustain to work against. 34,000 lead. But this game, I honestly, I don't know what to believe with this game and graph right now. It's very generous for ITB.
Middle barracks has fallen.
What's the graph? I didn't see it. What's the...
21% for ITB, so that is very generous.
It is. Like, I agree completely. 21%.
Huskar. BKB used. Homage also uses his, but that's a support Monkey King in the end.
They do have Aghanims on Disruptor, so with this Axe, with the Axe from Huskar, like if you can isolate the target, you can probably kill it. Lycan. Never lucky.
Gets the kill with the Havoc Hammer, out of all things, and gets the teleport away.
Actually, this time around, he kills Puppey and he TPs out after it.
Look how much gold he got for killing Puppey.
What the hell?
1,027 gold for... Wow.
Yeah, I mean the difference in net
that
worth.
balanced?
Yeah, the difference in net worth between the teams, right? Like you're 33k ahead. All the
That's
Aghanim
ridiculous.
scepters that you got from Roshan's, they stack up.
Yeah. Oh man, that is so much gold. Crystallis is having inventory issues. You know, you gotta assemble that Aeon Disc at some point. And at least he's still getting some extras on top with the Daedalus, Refresher in the backpack. And a smoke up from Secret. You know, they're getting closer and closer to victory.
Yeah, like he wants to keep this Aeon Disc for the Hex from Lycan, right? Like once he gets hexed, he can pop it. Obviously, Pango has one, and if Huskar uses Axe, ulti on you, that's something that can help, but still gotta be careful. Like, Disruptor with the Aghanims is probably the biggest difference maker for the next fight, if he can get in position to actually pop it correctly.
At least into the breach. They're doing a pretty good job of still holding up some hopes in this game.
Is under attack.
Playing the map, they've got the Wolf split pushing 2 lanes of Rax. Well, 1.5 lanes of Rax taken pretty early on. Secret, you could say that they're making a comeback, but this was kind of expected when you look at the draft. It's like, you know, if they can just survive a particular timing off of Into the Breach's draft, they should be on. They should have like the stronger hand.
Yeah.
But now it all just comes down to initiation on either team, really.
It was Into the Breach that, yeah, they were the ones coming back into the game from the get-go because of that pretty bad lane on mid. Like, it's to be expected. Like, snipers should do well against Huskar. He did. They got Supreme a couple of times, and then suddenly, instead of being this Huskar team that's dominating after the first rush, you are losing that first Aegis, and you're always feeling like a step behind. It is what it is, but the game has... Like, it's a 50-minute mark, right? Like, at this point, we're slowly getting into the area in which you don't know what the hell is happening anymore, like in teamfights, for these players as well. We're not there yet. Like, not everyone has a 25 and stuff, but we're getting closer and closer to the madness zone.
Yeah, talking about a bit of madness in terms of control. ITB, so Huskar, Halberd, Phoenix, Halberd, Lycan, Halberd, Pango, building a Halberd. Snipers got under the skin.
As long as they use them, not at the same time, right? On the sniper. The problem is you're itemizing completely into shutting him down, right? At the same time, it's no longer only him. Like Ember hits really hard with his Daedalus that you mentioned earlier. It's just been given to him. Then Monkey King as well with the AC, like, and the Axe, like, he hurts, so you have to worry about some other targets as well. Good old Arcane Blink, by the way, queued up by Monkey King. Jump in, instant ult, instant jump out.
Yeah.
Boundless strike, it feels good.
Very, very, very nice to have. Quick stuns and quick teamfight ults. I think it really just comes down to speed, so might as well. Plus, the BKB cooldown reduction. That's also the big thing to have. Armel really punishing that Golem. Damn, this guy is sliding his way. Golem is like, I don't know what is peeping me, but you know, big Golem just looks like he's skateboarding or something, or falling on top of ice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, not skateboarding, but maybe rollerboarding is the right term to use there.
What's the rollerboarding?
Not like roller skates? Or wait, roller skating. Okay. Okay, I get you. I humble myself.
It's fine. I'm like, because there's so many of these new, like... types of skateboards, like long boards and stuff. So I'm like, okay, is this some new Finnish contraption?
Some kind of Finnish contraption. Oh, I mean, it could be. I have no idea. However, ITB, they've exited the base with the smoke. It's going to run out in a couple seconds. Secret holding on to a superior position. Moving out as well, there is a deep ward showing Puppy's location. But ITB, look how spread they are right now. Secret, they're basically like a couple units away from each other. They always have their auras up. But ITB, they were very spread for a moment. It's like they cannot fight when they finally get the possible opening. And it could have been jumping with Puppy Tusk. Not even the best opener for a team fight, to be honest. Armel in the front. Yamich is actually in the front. They're going to catch the Disruptor, and that's how quickly you delete a Disruptor support.
Anyone
Crystallis
else?
on the chase, looking for a Husker here. He will get to use the life break. BKB is also taunted, but look at the damage. That's Supreme down. He's going to have to fight, but they're losing one by one. That's a third kill, maybe even a fourth one. Sibe trying to make a run for it to the fountain. Will be able to get there. Respect trying to play for the glimpse onto Puppy's Tusk, and he will get him. But the BKB on your pause 5 support. You ain't gonna get him. You're not gonna get us.
I was calling for this chaos in fights, right? Because it's minute 54, 55, but then again, they're 50k ahead. Like, it doesn't really matter what chaos you're bringing to fights, how many halberds you have. When there's a sniper from a mile away hitting you with Daedalus, like, it doesn't care about backdoor protection as well, which will disappear right now, so they will most certainly get all 3 sides. Like, Huskar has buyback, but even with the buyback, you don't have Disruptor's ulti yet. Maybe
Even out the situation in terms of buildings as well. Now they get the mega creeps.
I think you wait for the throne push and then you buy back together with Static Storm.
Yeah, Lycan doesn't have a teleport for 10 seconds, so it's going to be in a very difficult situation. They start the fight without him. Chibe with the Rolling Thunder pops the Lincolns off of the sniper. That is the Abyssal Blade used. Still has Hex, but that Lincoln's will come off cooldown again. It is on the Monkey King, so he can just pop it on his mates. And Secret, they will back out. They force out buyback from Supreme. And yet another Roshan. 1 minute, 50 seconds.
They can wait for it, or they can just slowly close this game out. Like, you choke them inside their base, you pick off the Lycan that you see on the side, maybe, if that's possible, but the simplest and the most disciplined way of playing this, obviously, is to wait for Rosh. What do you think? What are the ways for Into the Breach to come back? Are there any? Is it possible?
I believe the only way you can do that is finding Ember or Sniper at the start of the fight. Like, that's the only thing. How do you get to that point? Do you sack a hero for Vision? Because I think Vision is one of their weak points right now. Lycan Wolves will disappear because they are holding on to a gem on the side of Secret. But if there's a chance you get to jump on Armel, you take that chance. I feel like it's the only win condition that they have. Find the Sniper, continue the fight from there, potentially force out a buyback, punish the Sniper again. And Secret is actually very vulnerable at that point.
Well, he's coming to you. Let's see if you can do anything about it. He's right outside of your base. You can see him, so...
These tier 4 towers are going to take damage.
Lycan popped his form.
And even the Howl doesn't seem to stop these creeps from doing work. Yamich is going pretty deep here, keeping vision, keeping eyes on top of the Disruptor. Respect throws in the kinetic field, tries to TP away, and nope. Won't use the whack, however, Autechre has to use his.
Ah, so close. Like, even the pike used by a Sniper on Puppy to try and catch him, but wasn't fast enough. Yeah, they had to TP back because, man, like, Lycan popped his form and he had the Ice Shaman. You don't mess with Ice Shamans, ancient shamans. They take your throne.
Yeah, they start doing some kind of hoodoo on you. You don't want to mess with them too much, but that Roshan is going down super fast. And maybe now Puppy finally gets his Aghanims, or is it going to go for Boom this time? Puppy gets it. Puppy gets the kick. Gets to kick someone.
He's
With
the
his
only
Aegis-
one, right? Like, is there anyone else that needs it? No, DP could have
DP
taken
has a decent one, yeah.
I mean-
movement speed slow is very nice, but now, oh, look at that. The jump comes out, Puppey, and boom, they just stop caring. They just go straight in. They've got Disruptor isolated. Husker low on HP. Supreme tries to back away. Crystallis, he's forcing the fight to split into two different directions. And Armel, just stand and fight. Just shoot away. Yamich with the two-man stun onto Phoenix, onto Husker. Supreme tries to run out, but he realizes the situation. It is hopeless. It is a dieback. Egg to destroy. Otakar on the run. Chains on two. And the GG call finally comes out. It took us 59 minutes and 73,000 gold for Secret to take this sweep.
For